and gentlemen, welcome to episode 75 of the Juggernaut podcast. I've just realised I've not adjusted my mic and I've started recording now. This is a Tin Pot podcast. I don't know what I'm doing. Spurlie and Dan save me from this awful intro that we won't redo because we're sticking with it now, even though it's not live.
Anything on my side for this episode is going to be brilliant because I'm going to have time to edit it and make sure I look amazing you look awful.
No, we don't. We've not edited this podcast in about 3 years now since we decided to go live, and I'm not starting now. This is going to be the record once and we release it, better or not. And if Dan ends up on a watch list, then Dan ends up on a watch list.
Again, honestly.
Again. He's worked so hard to get off probation.
Yeah,
I was so proud of you, mate. And,
I'm trying to work.
You don't know how many promises I've made to people that I cannot keep to get off it.
you know you're doing well when you have your favourite probation officer out of the many you've experienced. Oh, Dave, how you doing? Not seeing you. I was like, yeah, you're right, Dan.
I want to know what's in that green room behind Dan.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
that's his riff vault. It's got all his riff tech in there for K47.
It's where the tortoise lives.
Oh,
so
I
should have sun lamp in there.
I really should have saved that for later.
Radioactive tortoise? Is it like?
I should have saved it for later, should I? It'd been the best segue ever. Let's have a look at Dan's green vault.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle living in there.
No, it's quite the opposite. Actually, it is the most boring fucking pet rock you could ever imagine. It does nothing ever.
That's generally what happens with tortoises. They do fuck off.
I was just walking past and she said "fuck off" and swore at me.
Wow.
Is it her pet rock? Is it?
Yeah, it's her pet rock. Yeah.
Such rudeness. Anyway, how are we, gentlemen? How's the last month been?
Yeah, long.
Fucking raining.
Yeah. It's rained every single day so far this year in the UK, which high five, guys. We've done it. Smashed it.
Makes it very difficult to prime models. I found out when it's pissed it down with rain all the time. But
you see, here's the secret. Here's the secret. If you don't care about quality, you can just do it whenever you want. Yeah, doesn't matter. You just get outside and you prime it. Job done.
Just remind me, a couple of weeks ago, me and Spurlie had. For those listeners, you'll have seen it on the socials. We had a terrain painting experience time where Spurlie came around, was painting loads of WTC stuff, and it was raining, so it was like we have to undercoat stuff in the garage, which I hadn't sorted out.
Yeah.
So I was like, Spurlie, if you could just prop yourself over there, and he's literally standing there in between boxes of shit's moving again, just holding terrain. I'm just in the other bit, still like that, just spray. And then he's like, right, let's perch all these models on top of all of the stuff that I should move. It'd been nice if it just wasn't raining that day, because we could have just done it in the garden.
Yeah.
Or if I just wasn't so lazy.
The last time he came around your house to prime models, he sprayed your wall, didn't he, of the back of your house?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
We don't bring that up. We don't bring that up because Mrs. Buckle will get very upset.
Hey, it's gone now. You can't see it anymore.
Yeah, until I jet wash the wall and then it comes right back again. But it's been quite a productive month. We've painted some terrain. We've done loads of tents. We dry brushed the shit out of them. That's okay. I taught Spurlie how to dry brush properly. He was very impressed.
Yeah. So much so I started building my Star Wars terrain. So
yeah, because he thinks he's a fucking pro at now. We've been to tournaments. We've been down to Beach Head on a weekend there. Me and Dan went over to Lincoln for a day. That was a thing.
Yeah.
I guess we had one afternoon of sunshine. Spring's coming.
Oh yeah.
And it's still just
I went outside without a coat on once.
Or was it just to put the bin out?
No, it was to go and pick up the girls from school.
Oh my god!
He thought it was the bathroom. It's like he was drunk and he thought he was going into another room in his house.
Yeah.
Brave man. And for this episode, we've got our hands on the new Festung Europa book from Warlord for K47.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do I have an oob thing on my soundboard?
Oh no, just pick any. Yeah.
There we go. We've got a wow. That's acceptable. We've got a wow. And that's why we're not recording this live, because we have an embargo. Look, guys, we're moving up in the world. What do you reckon? Is this not like proper content where content creators get given stuff before it's due out.
All we've got to do is record this tonight, and then I've got to stay up and edit it, get it scheduled, and then hopefully have enough time to sleep before I drive to Exeter tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Let's keep this nice and slick, you know.
Before we start talking about the new design book, though, let's keep people on their toes and all that.
Yeah.
I have a couple of topics that I would like to quickly run through beforehand, if that's okay, gentlemen.
I mean,
Firstly,
even if we outvoted you, you'd still just carry on anyway, wouldn't you?
I absolutely would. This
Yeah.
is my fucking podcast, and you're welcome to be on it.
We should call it Toph and the Juggernaut Wargaming podcast.
Yes, that is 100% what it is. I
Yeah.
pay the fucking bill, hosting bills, dickhead. It's my podcast. Fuck off. Dan gets to stay. He's an OG. You're a guest on this show, Spurlie.
I'm a guest. I'm replacing you still.
You're just a very, very, very recurring guest star.
Yeah.
Know your place, peasant.
Look, if this is QI, I'm Stephen Fry. You're Alan.
No, I'm not Alan though,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't be Alan.
He's still a
would I?
guest. He's still a contestant. He's still a guest. He just happens to be there every week, but he's still not a host. He's a guest.
I'm more like probably Ed Gamble used to be on Mock the Week, or Russell Howard. You know,
Okay.
not the main attraction. You know, not one of the headliners, but I'm there all the time anyway. Yeah. Bit of eye candy.
Dan's
You know?
Sandy Toxvig, because everything that comes out of her mouth is hilarious. So
Oh, thanks, mate.
Also he's Danish and a lesbian.
Yeah.
There is that.
Is there any country you're not from, Dan?
is
it-
there
do you
any
just-
sexuality you are that's not a lesbian as well?
I'm just a person of the world, mate. I get every title.
Because you, when the WTC was in Spain, you were Spanish. Now it's going to Denmark, you're Danish. So I'm looking forward to next year.
And when he goes to Hickory's barbecue, he's a gay man. Like
Yeah.
takes all of those boxes.
I'll tell you what, it gives another meaning to burnt ends, doesn't it? It's-
Right. Please stop distracting me. Right. I want to take a moment for silence for the passing of the Leicester Juggernaut Wargaming Club,
Okay.
which we've announced this month is going to close at the end of March.
And that's all the time we've got for any other business. So next segment.
What was that? A little bit about running a club and how. So, I mean,
Yeah.
most people of this listeners won't give a shit about this at all because you're not from Leicester and you don't come to our club. But like for the tiniest like percentage of you, you all know anyway.
It's like 1.5% of our followers.
Yeah,
We have more
membership's
followers
just
in
been a little
Sydney
bit-
than we do in Leicester.
What was that? We got more followers in Sydney than Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. Because if we had followers in Leicester, they might fucking come to our club. We've just been struggling with membership. We can't afford to keep up the bills with the church and stuff. So we've just had to cut loose. And we're going back to Chateau de la Toph, like
Yeah.
the old days.
Shacking up in the garage.
Shack up in the garage, or well, now I think we're moved up in the world. Now we'll be shacking in the dining room.
Well, I guess the kids are a
But,
bit older, aren't they? So don't have to
Yeah, just it's easy to keep them out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit sad, but at the same time, we had a good run as a club, don't you think?
I
An
think
official
so.
club, obviously we're still a club. Juggernaut Wargaming is still a thing, but
Yeah. I mean, we could always just go to another club and just still wear our gear, Rock up at Geek Villain. We're our
I think
backpacks and our hats.
it's very like new age. You know how companies like go remote and they don't have any official premises, and then everyone's just a work from home. We are working from home wargaming club now. You don't have a set location. We're just metaphysical.
Are you still going to charge us then every time we come round?
100%. 100%.
Elevator's going up as well.
Yeah, we'll still run tournaments, and then we'll still put the prices up, and we'll still say, hey, you're contributing to the running of the club, and then they'll say what club, and then we deck them and run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like shut the fuck up, and then like that.
Toast Crack had it, but it doesn't fund itself.
But I think it was just when we went to the Do or Dice tournament last month, and we spoke about last episode about how things
Yeah.
come so easy, and they've got so much like enthusiasm. And then it was like the week after our club, I was like, "What my club work on?" And the final nail is in the coffin, because I've been talking about like the declining membership rates for ages. Was when it was in the post about, you know, every week Spurlie puts a post up who wants the game this week, and even the 40k players were like, "Man, can't get a game in." That's like struggling to hear music at like a music festival. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean you can't get a game of 40k?
Yeah.
So, sad times. Sad times. But, you know, look, it's fine because I've got another thing up.
Even in death I still serve.
My garage is open and available. Not garage, there's a dining room.
Yeah.
There we go. So,
It would just make you wonder as well why Phil would drive all the way over to us when their club is so thriving.
because we've got skills, man. If he wants to like up his bolt action game, he needs to come play people with talent, bro.
Bam. So that's
that
how you
hurt.
get to be captain of England 1, is not actually having talent.
Whoa! I have
You
some
said
talent.
it. You said it. You said he was coming over here because
Well.
he needed some talent, and he's the current England captain. So,
Yeah, but he wants to practice against equal talent. So why he keeps playing you? I have no idea.
yeah. Makes him feel better, you know.
But one thing we did learn this month is bolt action is not the only game you suck at, is it, Spurlie?
Oh, no. No, let's be honest. We all knew this anyway. Yeah, there is no brand new information. This is like Joey and Phoebe. You know, oh my God, brand new information. Like, no, everybody knew this. So
Tell the dear listener what happened at Beachhead.
I came 27th out of 28. It's
You
worse
can't
than
even
coming
fucking
last.
lose properly, ladies and gentlemen.
I tried to
literally.
the one game I won. I tried to throw, and I still
You can't
I
even
couldn't
lose
even
properly.
throw the game. Yeah. No, I offered it up on a plate, and my opponent just played even worse. So
Played half a game on the Saturday morning of Old World, and he was like, "Right, spoon time, let's go." And he was methodical in his planning. Right, here's how I'm going to lose this game. And he came into it with grit, and he was prepared, and it was beautiful to see. And that man lost every single game. On Thursday, he was rocking it, and then the first game on Sunday,
Yeah.
he met his match man, because clearly there was a better loser than Spurlie.
Yeah.
Who absolutely outlost to him.
all
And Spurlie, we was all sad to see it, man.
yeah, I mean, I've tried feeding him one unit at a time. You know, no multi charges, no flanks, nothing. Right? No. He just melted. It's how I envisaged people look at me when I play against them. You know, it was awful. It was so bad for him. His Doom Diver, no, not his Doom Diver. Sorry, he had 2 Doom Divers and 2 like rock lobbers, and one of them killed itself turn 1. And it just,
I mean, that's all. Cause
Yeah.
that's always happens with
Yeah,
orcs
just-
and goblins. That's you need to build one more of any artillery piece into your list because one will delete itself on the first turn.
well, that was the thing. So he had 4 pieces of artillery, and lost 1 turn 1. One of them, I think on turn 1 he had 3 misfires. And one of them killed itself. One of them just stunned itself, and one of them killed one of its own. Like, gave itself a wound. It was just, yeah. I've not seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah. So going to Beyond then, how did you? So this is your first time you've done Beachhead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my first beachhead.
How did you find it go?
Oi oi. No pun intended. Yeah, it was all right. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was good to.
It's all right.
Yeah, it was good to go play games. You know, 5 games, 2 days. See lots of people we know. Just, yeah, community, mate.
I did enjoy
Socialising,
going up and spending time with the bolt action boys in between rounds. They're like, "What
Oh,
are you
yeah.
doing?" I'm like, "Come to talk shit with you." So why are you playing a
So,
proper game?
some
I am
of us-
playing a proper game. I'm playing the gentleman's rank and flanker downstairs, my friend.
Some of us spent more time with the bolt action lads than was required, if you ask me.
So actually, the bolt action guys actually had a real shit show over time because like So normally it would be Mike who was running the tournaments day to day at Beachhead, and for whatever reason, it's his reason for last night. He wasn't running it this year, and I don't think Entoyment was very well organised at getting a replacement TO. They'd sorted out that Josh was going to run it, and Wicked. Josh is lovely, Wicked for ahead, but he also works for Entoyment and had to run the stall during the weekend, which meant he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah.
And also he like that's why loads of things were weird. Like they gave the mission pack a week beforehand, and Josh hadn't approved it or seen it because he was off on annual leave at the time.
Yeah.
And turns out Entoyment just gone to Wall and went, "What missions do you play at your tournaments?" Which is why they were playing things like Demolition and Hold Until Relieved and all of this shit. Luckily though, Community Shout Out Award goes to Mr. Phil Brewer, who basically saw this shit show and was like, "You know what, guys? I've paid my ticket to be here, but I will step down and TO it for you." I mean, Dan would do that, but like Phil did that.
Yeah, it was just like, hold my beer. It was.
Yeah.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad, Phil. Good lad.
Yeah.
We like Phil.
And I do know, at least from a prize support perspective, is they were all sorted because War Mag was supposed to be there at the convention, but they'd forgot, or at least for whatever reason, they hadn't managed to actually book their spot with Entoyment to get like their booth on the convention. But they'd already brought loads of stock ready to sell. And they was like, "Oh shit, we're not going to be able to shift this." So instead, they donated all the excess stock to the boat action as a prize support, which meant every single player got to walk away with a War Mag case with like the proper boxes with the metallic things at the bottom.
An A4 really useful box with a magnetic sheet.
Yeah, and there was like 50 or 60 players. So like when I was going around and talking to Phil, just next to this massive fucking pile of boxes, I was like, wow. But yeah, I actually got to play in that tournament.
So we went to Beachhead and you played in 2 tournaments over the weekend.
100%. So there was unfortunately one of their players on the Sunday got a really urgent call because they had a family issue, so weren't able to come back the next day. So they were playing down the Sunday. Obviously, they were already a bit tight with TOs and players and stuff. So they had a bit of a oh shit, what do we do in it? And I may have made the offhand joke. It wasn't initially supposed to be a joke, saying, "Well, I'll come play for it because I tend to like lose my game so quickly."
Yeah, they were they were starting about an hour and a half after our games, weren't they? Because on day 2 we still started at 9, but they didn't start till 10:30. So
I was like, I'll come do it for you because I'll have lost that quickly. And guess what, my friends? On round 5 at the top with my high health, I managed to get butt munched within an hour and a quarter. Yeah. So the last 10 minutes of my game, I'm sitting there furiously getting beaten up at this point because we was having a dragon fight and he had Chaos Lords on his dragons and I had High Elf Lords on my dragons. It wasn't fair at all. And Josh is stood there. You done yet, Toph? You done yet, Toph? Toph, we need you. Toph, come on. So I'm losing as fast as I fucking well can. Okay. Look. Let me lose. Let me put the score into Besco's parents, and I'll run upstairs. Okay. Finished, lost my game, wicked. Ran upstairs as fast as I could go, and I was like, right, where am I? And they just shut me into this table, like, Toph, you're over there. And I was paying some chap who apparently the game did matter because he was in the running for the wooden spoon. So I had to, give him a proper game. Sorry, I've forgotten his name. And then Josh was like, "Here's your army," which was what? I think it was an ISU 152, KV2, and then like 4 full maxed out regular squads.
He did you dirty almost. He did.
And then he was like, "And you're playing in double envelopment."
Yeah.
So second turn, my KV2 failed an all check and reversed off the board. Because it's so slow, It didn't. In the first turn, it advanced 6 inches, and it's so big the back was still only within 2 inches of the board edge. So when it failed its all check next turn, it reversed itself off. And I feel like my game improved from there. Actually, I got tabled again by about turn 4 or 5. Mate, I'm so out of practice with bot action.
There was one bit though where you had that classic meme, and you had your IS whatever, and then it had like 4 German tanks in front of it.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, and I hit all of them, and I failed to kill any of them. Like, epic fail.
like
I'll
your
tell you
tank
what,
with
though,
the
I had
blonde
lo-
girl sat on the
I had
sofa.
loads of fun. I was just fucking about throwing dice. I forgot what the Soviet national rules were. I think that might have been my first bolt action game this year. Whoops.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yeah. And then as the old world guys finished, like Spurlie and Alex, they came up and laughed at me. That was really mean.
Yeah, we had a
because I
great
was
time.
trying to help out the community, man. He's just taking a piss out of me. What's this all about?
Easy pickings.
So yeah, he beat the. What's that, Spur?
It was easy pickings, you know, taking
No,
the piss
thanks,
out
mate.
of you.
Thanks. Either way, I got my butt handed to me, and I managed to. I forgot my opponent's name. I'm really sorry, but I managed to rob him from getting the wooden spoon, and it went to Sally instead. Yeah.
I thought actually it went to Moody in the end.
Did it go to Moody? I thought it went to Sally. Either way, they were
It
having
went to somebody in that
the couple's
household.
argument of their
Yeah.
life on the bottom. So yeah, I managed to lose 2 tournaments over one weekend.
No, you didn't lose the
Where's
old
my-
world one.
Where's my War Mag case though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I participated in that tournament. Where's my War Mag case? Did I get one? Did I fuck?
I'd write a strongly worded letter if I were you, mate.
I think I will.
I think you
will.
should do.
Excuse me, I played 40 minutes of this 2-day event. I deserve reparations.
So it was such a weird like tournament though, because it was such like a Icarus flies Clue Sun moment. Because I was like, got me dragons, and everyone's like, ooh yeah, Toe's got his dragons. And I kept telling people, don't worry about it, because I'll go really hard. I'll win my first 2 games, get really excited, and then it'll all come crashing down. It's exactly what happened. First game did really well. Second day did really well. Third game, I then played a Bretonian Lord who literally couldn't fail a ward save to fail his life, who then one-shot my dragon. Cause fuck you, man. Bretonians can fuck off. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Came back to it next day, and then I was playing Undead. And then did really well. Ooh, oh yeah, smashing it great. And then I came up against Chaos last round and got my butt handed to me again. And that reminds you, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm pretty shit at the old world. Sorry about that. Don't come to me for tactical advice. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even spell rank. Keep putting a W in it.
Like Jonathan Was.
Jonathan White.
WRANK. Right.
But I was the most successful Juggernaut in the Old World tournament. Doesn't say a lot.
Luke basically
But,
just
you know.
drew 5 games because he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So you know all that prep Luke did? He might as well have not bothered.
Yeah.
Might as well have not bothered. He even played a game against a Tomb King player where all he needed to do was scream their Hierophant off the table and then win. And they ended in a draw because they just deployed in lines and no one would advance in at each other. Why
Okay.
even play in the game?
Well, his opponent had no magical attacks.
Yeah,
they
and he had
well,
shitloads of hero shit.
He could just have. Yeah. Even I don't get how he didn't do anything.
No. It was, I must say, it was always fun as well, going out in Beachhead in the evenings afterwards. I do like that we just kind of adopted Weatherspoons as our locale. We went on the Friday night for drinks, and then who should appear but just Gary Morgan walks in, comes and sits down. You're all
It was
right,
like half 10,
and
wasn't
it's
it? It was about half 10 and Gary
and
Morgan strolls
he just
in.
goes, yeah, I knew you'd be in here.
And then when we left about half an hour, 45 minutes later, he was just like, right, I'm going to get my book and I'm going to just sit here and read. It was...
No, he was eyeing up the table of ladies next to us. I know what his game plan
Oh,
was.
yeah.
He literally just, the moment we left, he would have whooped on over there. So, I must say, I had lots of fun as well hanging out with James BT.
Yeah.
He's got some stories he has.
The solicitor.
If you ever, for those on going to the WTC, he's on England Team 3. Buy him a beer.
Yeah, he's a great lad.
Buy him a beer and just say, how's your week at work been? I won't spoil it for you. Just you'll come out with some bollocks and you're not ready for it. So sit down.
He's another success story though from our tournaments because Battle of Britain was his first tournament last year, and now he's going Denmark this year to England Team 3. So
Yeah, that's because it's the disposable income championships, mate, and he's clearly got some wonga. Do you know what I mean? He can buy his way to the top. Plus, he's dedicated because he's going to fucking roll call rather than Hell March.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
He's going somewhere else as well. He's going rapid fire in a couple
What's
of
right?
weeks.
Oh, the one in Gloucester. Yeah, got the one in Gloucester.
Yeah.
So yeah, beach were good. Hopefully the FOMO wasn't too bad for you, Dan.
Yeah, it was all right. Obviously, I'd have preferred to have gone and been at a 2-day event with lots of cool armies and stuff, but
We'll go back next year.
yeah, it was just one that I wasn't prepared for. I hadn't got an army ready for it. Nothing was planned in, and I would never have because we were discussing it at the end of last year, start of this year. Like, I think I could probably get there.
Yeah.
But painting the Skaven, it's
one of those ones.
So I'd never got it done.
Yeah, when it's like a single, like when it's a nice little one or even 2-day, but it's like, like the ones in Lincoln and stuff, it's so much easier just to kind of go, yeah, that's a day sort of. But when it's a big thing like a convention, and you got to organise lifts and hotel rooms, it's like you need to make decisions so much further in advance.
Yeah,
it's harder to, Don't worry, we'll abduct you and chuck you in the back of a van in the burlap sack for the next one.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been twice now. Once we go once more, that's it. We're locked in. It's tradition. So.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he allows Renegade Pack, then I'm all in.
Yeah,
I don't see why I wouldn't. To be fair, most tournaments are allowing it these days. There's only a few holdouts that aren't.
Yeah, well, because I just want to play my Skaven because they're just so fun.
Yeah.
Because, like Spurlie's Orc and Goblin Skate, they either destroy everything they touch or just everything blows up and there's no in between. So it'd make for a great weekend of gaming with the lads having a few drinks. So
and at least if you're at a convention, when you get tabled in 20 minutes because all your stuff blew up, you've got a convention you can go and walk around.
Yeah.
Well, whilst we talk about conventions, I want to bring up the Warhammer Birmingham Open that's happening this year at the UK Games Expo. And if you want to play 40k for 3 days, your ticket just for the 40k event is £125. You've then got to buy a 3-day expo ticket, which is another £54. So that's £179 to play 5 games of Warhammer, and then you've got your travel, parking, food, hotel if you're staying over on top. So
that could easily end up being like what, a $500 weekend for 5 games of Warhammer.
Well, no, it's not. It's a 3-day event, so it depends if they do a cut. Because if they do a cut, it could be 5 games and you're done.
Right? No. Right, I've got the deal for you guys. You ready? If you pay me £80, I'll play a game of 40k with you. There you go. What? Clearly, people are making money on this.
£125.
It's just GW pricing, isn't it? That's all it is.
Yeah,
when you consider
this is easily the most expensive tournament they've ever done. Last Vegas Opens and that.
Put it in earlier he put something in saying Warhammer £125, and I was like, it must have a picture of a new starter box or something. And then when I clicked it, and it was an event. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's before even getting in.
To host your event there, so because obviously we know that what UK Games Expo charge per person per day, and it's £8, or at least it was. It could be £10 this year, but even then, if it's a tenner, £30. So Games Workshop are making £95 on those.
Yeah, but you know what's frustrating now is they're going to sell out 400 tickets easily.
Oh yeah.
Of course they will. They always do.
There's actually barely any other miniature tournaments on the UK Games Expo website at the minute, and
because all the rooms being taken up by freaking 40k.
Yeah, potentially.
I just don't
understand. They might have seen Games Workshop and just gone ka-ching, put the prices up for everything.
I don't understand. It comes back to it's like when I ran OnlyFlanks and people were like, "Oh my god, this is like the best value old world tournament in the country," because everyone else is following the Games Workshop model where you charge £60 for a weekend and get nothing for it. And I'm like, what? Why are you paying for this stuff, man? They'll just pay what they can get away with. So stop paying 150 freaking quid per your tournament ticket.
When we were told £54 was extortionate for a 2-day bolt action event.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, mind-boggling.
Wasn't it? So even at Beachhead, the 40k tour, wasn't it like 70, 80 pound tickets then as well? And it was,
Yeah.
and they were still playing till what, 7 o'clock on the Sunday night or something as well. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know.
What are the old world tickets?
What, 50 quid? 50, 60 quid?
55.
How is one game system more expensive than the other when they're both from the same company?
But the thing is, when it's 40k, you can charge what you want because, mate, there's so many people packed into that Beachhead Hall. I don't understand. Okay, I just don't. I've not understood 40k for a decade now. I understood it a long time ago when it was like 5th edition, 6th edition, 7th edition. I'm mid hammer. That's the even has. I'm so old. It now that's not called. Oh yes, you have early hammer, you have mid hammer, and you have new hammer. I'm mid hammer. I know. I'm just feeling my age just accelerating.
It's because you're not a bro that invests in crypto, so you can't play 40k anymore.
I just don't understand. Like, why would you? No, I'm going to stop trying to justify it because every time I just come back to that logical. I'd rather just have a new army and then a pint at the pub.
Yeah.
For the price. Shall I be like crazy, absolutely crazy time? But hey, if you've got the money, as long as your family's not going hungry and you're making yourself happy, do the fuck you want, as long as it's legal and consenting adults.
Yeah.
Speaking of consenting adults, Dan, would you like to talk all the ways we didn't consent in our tournament?
Yeah. we need to be really careful about reviewing this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a constructive criticism.
So, yeah.
If that doesn't tell everybody what they need to know already, then you know.
So we went to a one-dayer in Lincoln, and it was a doubles, which is always really fun. You know, we went to a doubles event before, which we won. We did really.
Love doubles. We
had a great time. All three of them were great games for one reason or another. This one, there was a pack that was set out with a theme in mind, and that theme was not imposed. There were rewards for it, which were not given. There were people there that were clearly trying out meta lists for World Cups rather than playing to the theme in the pack. And when you go to a tournament and they give timings, just kind of stick to them.
Why?
You know, when the first game is supposed to finish at 12:45 or whatever it was after a 2-hour 45-minute round, don't let people keep playing until 1:20 because that's fucking mental. When the day is supposed to finish at 7 o'clock so that we can get everything packed away and get the awards done and we can all go home, don't let people play until 8 o'clock. And as the TO, don't stand over that game until 8 o'clock watching it, laughing along with the lads as they're still playing. It's just not, it's not right. And then in your speech, don't say, I wish I could have given you more time. You give them 4 fucking hours around. At one point, me and Toph were joking that we might have to get a hotel to play game 3 on the Sunday morning. It was that long. It was fucking mental.
Yeah. It's a difficult one because I know exactly, like, you know, we talk a lot about like matching, try and match the style of event you're going to with like the play you're doing. So like if you go into the WTC, by all means take the gloves off, etc. But if you're going to a small little tournament, don't be a knob. You know what I mean? Like you don't get a prize for beating up Timage. You know what I mean? And it was really difficult because we was playing. Was playing one game where me and Dan were getting absolutely smashed, and that's fine. We get smashed on occasion. Like we're not exactly old world pros and stuff like that. But like when you're already
as well, so we were prepared for it.
But I guess when you're like already like 30-0 up, don't argue the offside rule. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a way to win, isn't there? There's a very old saying which is. Be humble in victory and gracious in defeat.
Yeah.
And these were none of that.
Yeah.
It was just outrageous, but it's really weird as well because our other two games with our other four opponents were fucking great. We had
But
a
that's what's
great
that's what's
laugh, and
normal. That's
especially
what's
our last game. It was funny as fuck, and everyone was
yeah.
having a great game. It's just that one game that kind of like soured it a little bit.
Well, that's always what you always like with doubles, right? Because normally, because you've got the four people around the table, it's a fucking laugh whatever. Which is why doubles is
Yeah.
the one event that if you can get me out the house for anything, you tell me it's doubles. Normally, I'm running straight to the car because
I've
I'm
already
like,
got you down
well,
for
hey,
bolt
I get
action
to,
events with doubles this year, so.
well, exactly, yeah. Because it's like, well, hey, I get to make double the friends and stuff. So for the fact that we both came away so like deflated, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things in the pack was you get points for having unique units, and you build your army to be as individual as possible, and you get character points as well. So if you take special characters that no one else has taken, you get points for it. And about 5 minutes before the end of the last game, I asked the TO, do you have a list of all the people that have added all the special units in and all the individual units? You know, how many tournament points do we get it? Because in the pack it said you get tournament points for having this and tournament points for having fully painted armies. And he said, oh, I've not added it up yet. I can't add it to Best Coast Pairing, so I've not looked at it. So it's like, well, we built our armies and everyone's built their themes to do this thing, and you've not counted it. So what's the point? If you want to do a basic event where you just bring whatever you want, that's fine. Just sell it as that, but don't sell it. Don't sell an idea for a theme and then not do it. It's just mental.
It reminded. Do you remember that taunt we did at Cambridge Too Far all those years ago, where they got all the points wrong, and like Ian went and got 3 wins and came like 24th or something because they didn't add the points up. And then when we tried to talk,
No, he came lower than that
clearly
because I came 28th at that one with a minor loss, a minor win, and a major win. And Ian got 3 wins and came below me, and I came 28th.
Yeah,
he was in the 60s, I think. It was just weird.
But there was loads of people affected.
Yeah,
I think 3 of the Juggernauts all had 3 wins, and they all came below people that had 2 wins.
Yeah, but it's just stuff like getting the scoring right. Such a foundational thing. Things like venue and timings and it's that's why we do the ratings, right? And that's why it's also like why everyone tends to, as long as you're not shit, tends to get a really good score out of this, because it's just like, as long as you hit your fundamentals, you're fine. But yeah, interesting. It was an interesting day. Hey Spurlie, do you want to hear the best rules argument I heard ever in the history of my entire life?
Go on then.
So I was told, and me and Dan were gobsmacked by this. We literally just kind of had like a moment where we stared at each other like, "What the fuck are you on about?" So apparently, so if you've got one unit hidden behind another in Old World, say if you've got like a unit of 10, but you can only see 5 of them because 5 of that like behind another unit, they'd get cover, right? Because you're hidden.
Yeah.
We heard the argument that skirmish models give cover to units in their own unit. So if you had like a skirmish unit of 10 guys, but then 5 were hidden by the front 5, they've got cover.
But then in that same respect, if it's like skirmishers with bows, they wouldn't be able to shoot. Because...
Oh, yeah, they can't.
They can shoot, because when you place them, you can place them in such a way that you can draw a line of sight through the models in front, so you see the guys.
You don't have them fully covered each other. Yeah.
You can't see 100% of their base, so they're obscured.
Yeah. So that was exciting. And then it was one of those, and there's loads of rules in the book about how like model, like if you got, when you're in a full rank, like you do line of sight from like the front, and like you don't, but then they don't block light from the ways behind, blah blah blah. And I was like, so the models behind the first rank don't give it to you. It's like, yeah, but that's only ranked up units, not skirmishers. I'm just like, meh. And then I was like, me and Dan were like, you do know that's stupid, right? And that's bullshit, right? That's ridiculous. It shouldn't work that way. And they're like, yeah, we know, but that's the way it's worded. It's like, dude, just tabling us. You don't have to do that.
Oh, that was in that game.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know what? When you're winning 30-0, don't argue about offside. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't matter. Whether it's -2 or -3, whatever, let it slide, because it's not going to make a difference. And all you're doing is pissing everyone off.
That gaping wound, that gaping wound in your arm, what that needs is a fistful of salt.
Yeah. And there's another one about how if you flee by using the ability fire and flee, you don't count as fleeing.
Yes, you do.
No. Au contraire, mon ami.
The clue's in the name.
It's a fire, and you count as fire and fleeing, not fleeing. So then we weren't allowed to like redirect charges after they did that and stuff like that. It's like, come on, man, why are you being that way?
But for the 40 points of models we wanted to redirect into, they are about 20 minutes on.
I know. Oh,
and they got the TO over and everything for that kind of stuff. And at that point, we had 2 units left on the board.
Yeah.
It was like, whatever.
Yeah. It's all fun and games.
Mental.
I'll tell you what, though. You know when we run only flanks in August.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you all know now, so you can prepare and build your list appropriately. That fire and flee counts as fleeing. Just letting you know.
Units don't give cover to other models in their own.
Nah, I like that one. That one can stay down. We're gonna keep that one.
I hope my new skirmish bowman.
New cafe bowman for 44 points for a bloke with a bow.
Is that how much it is? I've not looked into it in that much
Your
detail.
skirmish gore horde just got a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. God damn it.
All giving cover to themselves.
Oh god. Oh, fucking this
I've never
game,
heard
man.
such fucking nonsense.
What
game.
Absolute jokers.
Yeah, but anyway, we finished 4th in that event, so we were 2 points off 3rd, but then they didn't take into account any of the unique character points, which me and Toph specifically
Spurlie asked for our behalf of the Facebook. They did, but we were still 4th, unfortunately, because they only added it for like us and then who came 3rd. So clearly we lost too hard on the second round. What can I say? Or didn't win hard enough on the 3rd round. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, because we got a 20-0, a 19-1, and then we were the only person to take any points off the guys that won the event.
Yeah. So. I tell you what though, I did actually get an award that day for they had like a individual models choice for like just the best model rather than best army, and I won it for my dragon. Yeah.
And I tell you what, if there's ever a picture where you look at somebody and you can see there's no actual joy behind their eyes, it's the picture of you receiving that award. It's just like, you look at it and there's
I was just a bit confused really, and you gotta remember that was like 8 o'clock at night, and I was deflated as fuck. I should have been home like an hour before that. So I was just really tired. I was like, thank you.
You didn't even look content. It was like worse than that. It was just...
and then I was like, shit, I've got a £10 voucher for a gaming store that's 100 miles from my house. I best go spend it now. So I was literally just and then obviously everyone's going to leave at once. I have to run through the shop, bam, grab my this thing. There you go. High off thing I brought. High off Lord, yeah. Look, still in cellophane wrapping, man. That's how much I've looked at that. Yeah. Oh, it was nice to have a day out with Dan, though. That's always exciting.
It was weird because it was one of those where me and you had a great laugh. 2 of the games were great laughs, and everyone else we spoke to was really nice. Yeah. The venue's fine. It's got loads of stuff to choose from. It's just the timings, the pack, and that one game. It was kind of like, but that was enough to
piss on your fire.
It's weird, when you have those experiences and something small just gets it right in your, and it just gnaws at you, and you think, oh, I'm just gonna fucking cut someone in a minute.
Yeah.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I made sure that Dan kept his blades.
Yeah, there were no blades available.
Oh wow. Right, shall we get on to reviewing Festung Europa?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There we go. I think do another wow because This is like hot topic
Yeah.
on the news, on the down low stuff. The public hasn't seen this yet, but I've read it. Ooh. Spurlie's going to be flicking through pages and stuff, but through the magic of podcasting, I can't see what he's sharing. So good luck, listener. And also, if you're listening at home, you can't see what he's sharing either, unless you're watching on YouTube. So we're all fucked, aren't we?
Yeah. Good luck. Right. It's Festung Europa time.
Ready for it.
So nice first inside page here. There we go. Anybody that wants to see the credits, there they are. Lots of people's names on there. Anybody we know?
There's a couple we know on there.
Special thanks. No. No.
There's a couple of names a couple of names I recognise. Like Kieran's there, Marcus is there. You know.
I thought Phil was going to be on
there,
Mr. Brewer, but no.
He did the rule book. Well, this is the thing. Like, because I know Phil and Carrick are on the main rule book, but that's because they do rules. They've done playtesting for the rules. Key bit about this book, straight up front, is it doesn't have any rules in it. At least it doesn't have rules for normal units in it, like the new units, like the new walkers and stuff. What it has got is a shitload of fluff and background and like just expanding on the universe and stuff, which is all exciting. And they have got a few scenarios and stuff to play through, like a campaign book. But
there are rules for one unit in this book.
There is. We'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get
but
to
you wouldn't play that in a normal game.
No.
So if you literally just wanted to buy the new Walker and buy some zombies and go and eat the brains of all your opponents, you don't need this book. You only need this book if you're interested in the fluff in the background. Yeah. So immediately there's going to be a specific sort of person's going to be interested in this book, and another specific sort of person's not going to be interested in this book. So if you're a power gaming whacker and you just want to get the rules so you can go beat the shit out of all your opponents, you don't need this book. If you're like, fuck tolerance, man, you're a bunch of dickheads, I love the fluff and stories and stuff and the universe of Konflikt 47, then you do need this book. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've not finished the book, but I've read a good 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
It's actually quite interesting, actually. Does this fluff malarkey?
It's because it's not just historical, is it? There's an element of fiction in it, and I think that's
element of fiction.
Yeah. Well, no, because some of it starts off because it's got D-Day in there, and the Allied landings and that, and that's all true. That happened. I remember it well. I was in my early 20s, and then kind of after D-Day, it kind of goes wrong from there.
Well, my first thoughts when I was reading the first few pages of it, because the first few pages kind of recap the initial divergence, how the Green Vault came to power, and the Dresden bombings and that kind of thing that created the rift in Germany. And I can't get over the thought of the main Konflikt 47 rulebook. There's a bit of fluff in it, but it's quite rules heavy. Like you have a bit of fluff and then rules. Whereas if you buy a lot of games rulebooks, if your book is maybe an inch thick, maybe 3/4 of it will be fluff, and then the rules will actually be a rather small bit at the part. So the part of me is thinking, it's really cool to see all this fluff and background, but isn't that something that you'd normally put in the rubber?
Yeah.
But then I guess, but then I appreciate if you're buying a starter box, it's a nice small rule book. Therefore, you get what you pay for, if that makes sense. So if you're not that bothered about that sort of thing, you can't. It's available separately. It's not as if this book's expensive. It's what, 24 quid with a free model,
something like that.
We're not talking loads and loads and loads. So I guess it's nice to have the recap, and I guess it's nice to have the option if you're not bothered about it all. You can skip this and spend money on extra tiger tanks with legs and shit.
See, I don't mind this sort of thing, as long as the fluff is different to what's in the rulebook. Because if you take a lot of Space Marine or 40k lore, for instance, a lot of the time when you get the lore in the main rulebook, it's just echoed in the codexes.
Yeah.
And it's just echoed in the campaign books, where most of it you kind of already know because it's in the rulebook anyway. It's you've told me this, but I'm paying 30 quid.
One thing I picked up on is there's Obviously we've been playing Conflict 47 for a few months now, and me and Spurlie have been so excited about it. I've been like kind of harvesting and harvesting everything I can read about it. So there was a lot of I've read this, I know this, but there was little new bits, and there was also a lot of kind of little blink and you miss it. I don't want to say Easter egg, because Easter egg means it kind of implies that it's supposed to be hidden. It's not, but like if you're not, when sometimes you're reading, you kind of gloss over things, you might miss it. So like there was a couple of bits like, so it was explaining how like, when we had the D-Day that Spurlie apparently fought in, like how they use zombies to plug the line, and that's how they managed to like not get immediately dicked on in the same way that they did in our true timeline, because hey, I'm breaking through the odd through the past Carrington, oh shit, wall of zombies. And there's a funny bit as well about how there wasn't enough zombies, so they had to look after their zombies before they worked out how to make new zombies.
Yeah.
And they had like special care facilities where people could go to get, if they're poorly, they could go and get looked after at a care facility that definitely wasn't just a giant freezer they kept all the zombies in for like storage until they were ready. So
I mean,
I'll let you draw your own parallels to that.
yeah, I was going to say I can see echoes in that of something else.
Yeah, exactly. But it's stuff like that where it's like, oh, that's a funny little thing. And there's also a description, where there's a kind of K47's version of the Battle of the Bulge, which went way better for the Axis because they had werewolves, which I feel that maybe Hitler was missing a trick.
Yeah.
Did you see those when you were in the Battle of the Bulge, Spurlie, or?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still battling the bulge, mate. Oh, it's like I go to the gym, it does nothing.
Bulge, mate. That we're yeah. One thing that did wind me up quite annoying early on, because page 19 is what it took until Roberta Wells showed up. I already
Which
hate her.
version?
I'm sorry.
Which version of Roberta Wells?
It's the stupid Marvel superhero Mary Sue Wacker, I'm the most amazing person in the world, can't do no wrong version. And like, maybe we need just a bit more flesh out, but it's, oh my god, she just gets it, man. She's just the world savior that we need. Exactly. It's it's like she's a scientist, but she's the big scientist, so she needs the data, and the only way she can get to the data is if she goes to the front herself, where by the way, she's also a gifted commander and soldier and tells everyone what to do, and she always wins, and she's just so cool.
Well, when my pre-order arrives, I will have 3 different models for this one character, and it's got Primaris Lieutenant feels about it.
Yeah.
Because I've got her without a pack, I've got her with the Firefly pack but on the floor, and I will also have her with the Firefly pack flying. So what I intend to do is throughout the game, depending on what she's doing, I will swap the model on and off the table.
Yeah. Well, so I'm just looking through my notes now about what the ways the story goes, and in my note here it says tried to cross the Rhine, pushed back by bullshit Walker spam.
Yeah, there they are. Bullshit Walkers.
And then there's also this bit as well where they're having, before the battle line settled, they're having that bit like that to and fro, and there's a second Axis counterattack where the Allies are trying to push over the Rhine and not doing as well as they do in our own timeline, let's say. And instead the Axis deploy walkers like the 4 and the Wotan that are so big they just ford the Rhine without needing bridges. And I'm like, I know they're really big walkers. Have you seen the Rhine? That's no stream, my friend.
But have you seen the size of the walkers?
Yeah, I know we have zombies and vampires and robots and Rift Tech and freaking Captain America in this, but that broke my
brain.
It broke my brain, man. Yeah, that's one step too far. Was walkers walking through the Rhine?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also a cool bit as well where the first time the British robots deploy, and it goes to great pains to say that the British robots were shit.
Yeah.
In my notes, I said distraction card effects. I think that's the that's what they. So we're a robot. Nobody cares. I'm a demon from beyond the rift. Blah.
Bah, bah.
You know, sorry about that, Spurlie. So you know, but funnily enough, that's all of that takes us up. There's a little brief timeline takes us up to 1947, and that's just the interlude, man. That's not even the main part of the story of the book, because the main part of the story is basically, and I'm going to try and not do too many spoilers at this point, but it's basically Soviets and Allies go, ooh, there's a big rift in Dresden. Wouldn't it be great if we went and captured it? And the actor's like, whoa, man, I'm in the middle. And then it just follows the timeline going through from both perspectives of what goes down.
There's a nice little bit towards the a nod towards the next book that we know, America Attacked. There's just one little box on the bottom of page 39.
Oh, because we know it's the next one will be the yeah. I would say no more in case you've not seen. It's not leaks, is it? It's
America Attack. No, it's on the not flight plan. The path. The
yeah.
What's it called? Oh, dude, the release schedule.
Path.
The release schedule. Because of the book on there called America Attacked, and then you've got this little box, but it doesn't actually give you much away because it doesn't say who's attacked America. Just they've been attacked.
Yeah, but we can all make that logical leap, can't we? To be fair, the Warlord have already announced, because they released their what's it called? Their release schedule for the year, their plan. So we know what's coming. God, Japanese. But you know, I didn't spoil that.
So it's not the Alaskan Eskimos rising up against the government.
Well, to be fair, this book's got Soviets, Allies, and Axis in it. So this book's got everyone except Japanese in it. So maybe I don't know.
It's quite good because it's also got quite a bit of background on all the different special characters.
Yeah.
So, but
I particularly enjoyed the story about the new Spider Doctor.
Yeah.
Particularly one because he was shitting on Roberta Wells, and I'm all up for that. He's now my new favorite character. And also because he's like perfect mad scientist, where he's like, it's such a shame that we have to have this war. It is so awful, isn't it? Meanwhile, he's like making zombies.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you have those villains who have no perspective at all.
Oh, it's like,
dude.
I hate war, but the best thing for science is war.
Exactly.
Nothing. That's just the thing, isn't it? Nothing helps speed up like scientific discoveries and medicine than a good war.
Yeah. So it's there's lots of just cool little world building bits, I guess. As I say, it's not Shakespeare. It's not the Horus Heresy. It's not like you're not going to be sitting there on the edge of your seat going like, oh my god. Mind blown. Hey, maybe it will be. I've not finished it. I'm only 3/4 of the way through. Maybe there is a big like twisty twist. But it's good for, you know, when you're sitting there and like having conversations with your opponent. It gives you little bits you can drop in and be like, oh, did you know? Blah blah blah. Like I learned that the Soviets actually really struggle controlling the bears because bears don't follow orders.
No.
Because they're bears.
No. Surely not.
Which means next time I'm playing Dan and he fails an order check, I'm like, Dan, you do know they're bears. They don't like orders, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what
You're
doing there, Dan? You're playing historically.
Yeah.
There is a little bit in the Soviet army PDF thingy about the units, and that's kind of reiterated in that as well.
Yeah. So that's all cool stuff.
Shall we talk about scenario?
Should we talk about the big one?
Fell the Giant.
The Giant. So for you, dear listener, do you remember the big plasma ball walker mech thingy?
Find the big picture of it. There,
there's the picture. For everyone else, it's the terrain piece that has been showing up in every single basically K47 pitches throughout the rulebook, and also at the UK Games Expo last year when they announced Konflikt 47, they had it on the display board. It's like a big hexagon walker thing with a giant plasma ball. It's like proper sci-fi.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a giant anti-aircraft gun. But it's not an anti-aircraft gun, it's basically a weather manipulator. It sucks up all the rift energy and pushes it into the air, and then when all the planes fly over, they're not flying anymore and they crash. There's, again, right at the start of the story where they push for Dresden, the Americans are like, yeah, we have like jump troops. Let's drop them all in Dresden. No, that won't go well. It's like Market Garden in reverse. Bad times.
Yeah.
So there is a mission where basically you have to go and kill this thing. The Axis get what, 1,500 points, and the Allies get like what, 2,000,
2K.
double that because it's worth so much.
So the Axis get 1,500, the US get 2K, or you can do a second wave variant on the game where you get 1,500 points of US and then 500 points of British Commonwealth that can come in from turn 3. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's like, it's armor 12. It's got 6 legs, and if you walk anywhere close to any leg, it just turns around and beats the shit out of you.
It's got 6 light autocannons.
It's got 6 light autocannons that also always count as being on ambush. They don't have their own dice, so you don't even have to put them on ambush. You just walk in front of one, it's just going to shoot you.
Wow.
And also there's it's a main ability thing, is it kind of sucks up surging dice.
It's got 5
And then
dice.
Yeah, and once it sucks them all up, it then kind of goes, and then everything goes with it as well. It's really silly, and I love it. Please don't ask for. Can I just say, gamers now? No, I don't want rules for using it in a normal game. No, you're not bringing it to a tournament. Calm down. It's stupid.
You could just imagine though that this will make it onto the PDF, and so it kind of.
Oh no! This is just going to turn into like this is going to be Konflikt 47's version of the Bone Crater boat. So didn't say I can't take it. I say you can't take it. Shut up.
So it doesn't have a points value, does it? So
No, they were smart enough to not
make that
to
mistake.
not put up. How do you pronounce it, Spurlie? What's it called?
It is called the Sturmreese.
Sturmreisen? Is that
Sturmreese.
Reason?
Reese.
Reese.
Sturmreese.
Okay.
Maybe.
So one is that okay? Is it reason if you have plural, multiple of them?
Reese's. It's Sturmreese's pieces.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. It's a storm giant, is what it means. Storm giant. That's what I'm guessing, because it says storm giant in some of the pictures.
Has there been any movement on whether Warlord going to actually release that as a kit? Because I know there's been talk about it.
Not that I've heard, but seeing that it's quite a specific model that you need for this scenario, I'd be surprised if they didn't at some point. Because I know you'd buy one.
Oh, fuck. No, I don't freaking want one. Where am I going to put it?
I don't know. You can put it in.
Keep it in the boot of your car.
just keep it.
You could sleep next to it. Get Cat to like sleep in the living room. You can just have it in the bed next to you.
I think with how expensive I'd imagine it would be, I think I would have to sleep with it because Cat would put me on the sofa. Because she'd be like, "You spend how much on a plasma ball?" I'd be like, "Yeah, but it's got 5 sets of autocannons that are always on ambush. Don't you understand? I'm gonna beat the shit out of Spurlie in this fluffy narrative game. Don't you understand?" And she'd be like, "No, I don't understand." I'm like, "Fair enough."
Does look cool though. If you do, if somebody does get one, you've got to put a proper plasma ball on the top of it.
I think if Warlord do one and it ends up costing $500 because it's so fucking big, I feel Warlord should throw a copy of this campaign book in there with it as well, as like just to be like, we know you're not gonna have any money left. Enjoy. But yeah, what's your overall thoughts anyway? Would you buy one, Spurlie? This book?
This book? Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
because it's just I just want to play through some of the scenarios like this. The one scenario we've just looked at, I've got 1,500 points of Americans and 500 points of British, so I could do the second wave stuff. It would be quite fun, I reckon.
Yeah.
Up until the point where you've got all of your Rift Eye Surgeon and on your Storm Giant, and you obliterate me, and then I'll flip the table and go home.
No. I'm really conflicted because I really like all the extra fluff and stuff, but I'm also primarily a gamer first, and the fact that there's no rules or anything in it does limit its value for me because I'll read through it once. If I get time, I'll play through each mission once, and then it sits on the shelf. And it's like, I would probably be more likely to go, oh, Spurlie, you've brought it. May I borrow it for an evening? And I will read through it, and then I'll give it back to you. That's the thing that holds me back. Do you know what I mean? But then if you're the sort of person who you've bought every single bolt action campaign book because you like reading through them, this would be right up your alley. In terms of like how the book's put together, the artistry, and obviously because a lot of freaking efforts and gone into this in terms of like as a graphical like thing, all the artwork's amazing. Like there's a particular picture of an undead bear, and I'm like, that looks cool. Zombie bear. Where's my zombie bear? Make me a model. I can't buy a zombie bear. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Warlord, make me a zombie bear.
And all the cool different types of artwork as well. Because usually in campaign books like this, you'll have a type of artwork that they do throughout it. But for all the different factions, there's almost different themes of the artwork for them, and there's different types of artwork as well for like the black and white cartoony anime style to the more realistic, bright colour ones.
Yeah, it's very like comic book style, isn't it? Some of them you'd think come straight out of pages out of something like Watchmen or something.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see. So like Warlord Marvel crossover, when I'd buy that comic book.
Yeah, it reminds me of for me. It reminds me of how I feel back in the day when old 40k codexes used to cost like 15 quid.
Yeah,
and I would buy all of them, even though I don't play any of those armies. But I would buy them just for the pictures, for the art, and for the fluff, just to look at them and see what they're like. And that's got this kind of feeling to it.
It does get me excited at the prospect of them doing some proper novels.
Yeah.
Because I like the little character moments, and the problem is the tiny little snapshots, maybe a page or two, and it'll be a short little story, and it's like that's great, but they always end on that cliffhanger where, oh, here's a bloke, and then some monster comes out, and I killed the monster, or I died to the monster, cool, whatever, and then you're kind of like done. I'm like, actually, I want the whole story. I want to hear that. I want to read a story about some chump who's sitting there on the front line. He's just defending his little foxhole, and then a werewolf runs at him. Yeah. And I want to know how does he go from there, and then survive the next few years. You know.
Yeah, you want a proper collection of short stories, don't you?
Or even just one. You know, hold with just a bigger story, because there's only so many times I can read about Roberta fucking Wells. I don't give a shit. No, fuck off.
I can't wait to see what the next Roberta Wells model's going to be.
Well, I'm sure she's somehow going to make her way back from Europe back to America for the next book. Let's be very clear on that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, interesting. What's your thoughts? So obviously the reason there's no unit rules in this is because they're going to be put free on the PDF.
Yes.
And I also heard from people who went to Warlord's last Konflikt 47 event that they ran the other week that apparently they're still playtesting the rules for these new units now, before the PDF's released.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because some of the specific missions actually reference the new rules, which we've not read yet because, of course, they're not published the new PDF. Yeah. And this is another thing where I'm really, really conflicted because, on the one hand, free rules are great. Properly playtested rules are great. But not include them in this book diminishes its value. And also, isn't it a little bit late to still be playtesting? And I'm like, the more the merrier, but does that show signs that actually you're not as confident that you've got them right yet? Am I just looking too much into it?
Well, I've been told we'll have them by the end of next week.
Mm.
So, depending on when you watch this video, There may already be an episode up where we're talking about the new units.
What I do know is, again, just to summarize the rumors and stuff that we've heard, is that the new officer unit will allow zombies to take objectives, which means you can have a full zombie army.
Gosh. No.
Good luck with that.
No.
I've also heard that you've got the new walkers and stuff. The flamethrower one is just a kind of normal walker. It just walks around flamethrowing stuff. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
The one you're really interested in, the zombie reanimation one, can create new units of zombies based on, as its rift ability, based on units dying near it. So, if someone attacks your position and then you kill them all, and then you're within 12 inches of the zombie walker or something, you burn the dice on the zombie. You activate the zombie unit's rift ability, the walker's rift ability, and get to create a new unit of zombies and then put it on the table. Now, obviously, that's all rumors. I guess the devil will be in the details, right? If you create a new unit of zombies, how many do you get? Where does the order dice come from? Can they activate? Do they come in as down? These are the things that will really make or break it. Because if you suddenly go, oh, look, 3 2d6 units of zombies, woohoo, also they're not activated yet, also they now charge and kill you, that could potentially be freaking stupid AF. We'll see. Don't know. Anyone interested in a full zombie army?
Not painting that many models, no.
I gotta say though, the zombies that Warlord are putting out, I do like
the new
them.
plastics, yeah.
I do like
them.
Because it's
What's your thoughts of the guy with no arms and no legs who's just kind of sat there on the base like...
That's my favourite model of all time. It's like...
I think... No, I don't want to build it.
I found him. He's just here. Let me... I've found him in a picture. He's underneath the harvester. He's just sat on the floor underneath the harvester.
Which page is that, Spurlie?
That is page 99 of the PDF. So it's page...
Oh, I see. Yeah,
page 99. And he's underneath a leg of the walker. And, everybody watching is watching me zoom in on him.
I just think I like it as a meme piece to put on the sprue, but I think it's so stupid to actually have it as like a guy.
Oh no, 100%. If I got that, I would end up. You'd buy as many boxes as you want, but so that potentially if he's on every sprue, and I'm guessing you're probably going to get 4 or 5 sprues in the box.
Okay, yeah, I think one of them's okay, but if you've got 4 or 5 of them, that's a bit...
Oh, no, that's a unit. I am having a unit of him.
Just a whole... Oh, for God's sake.
You got to claim that low cover from the small fence somehow.
Yeah,
no, yeah, put them on pill bases and stop people from coming from reserve.
That's it. I'm putting them on pill bases and I am infiltrating them across your back line.
I hate you. I hate you and everything you stand for.
But no, what I do like about these zombies is that it's not just German zombies on this sprue. So you've got Fireflies, you've got Soviets, you've got just like US paratroopers, all sorts.
Isn't there even a Star Trooping zombie? Did I imagine that? Or is it a Spar Trooping?
It's a
Spar
Trooper.
There's a Power Armoured one, isn't there?
It's a Spar Trooper. I found them.
Yeah.
Same page.
Okay.
But yeah, it's brilliant.
he's in there in the horde somewhere.
Yeah.
I think I'm really conflicted because obviously my Konflikt 47 Axis army, it's themed around space. You know.
Space.
Yeah, space. Find my button. But zombies don't really fit into it. Do you know what I mean? And also they don't fit into the theme. The character doesn't have a gas mask on, so he would die on the moon, so he doesn't fit into the theme. Plus, all the zombies all have uniforms and stuff for soldiers and stuff. Why would they be on the moon? Also, my case is already full, and I don't really want to have a second Konflikt 47 Axis case. So I'm really sitting there going, I'd love a full zombie army, but it just doesn't work. So I think I'm gonna wait until I do a Japanese army and then do zombies that way. But I'm going to be really sad if the rules are stupidly fun.
Through his head.
What's that?
There's a zombie that's like cut in half for like down its chest here, and it's just open. I've not seen that one before. I've just spotted it now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How do they compare price? What price to model ratio to the Wargames Atlantic ones?
Price.
Obviously, the Wargames Atlantic ones are more. There's more flexible into what you can use them for. But obviously, they're not as specific to World War II. I don't think they look as nice as the Warlord ones.
Let me have.
But then again, if you wanted them for more than just, if you wanted to use them as models for different ranges, you wouldn't want to get one specific to K47. And I'm asking you real questions now.
£37 from Warlord.
Okay, so you're looking at.
You get, how many do you get in that box? 30. 30 for 37 quid. So you'd be looking at 30 quid, like from your local gaming store, for a box of 30.
I'm assuming the Wargames Atlantic ones, you'll be a similar number for like 25 probably. If they're over.
But aren't they all like German? Say.
Well, no,
they're more just generic zombie.
They're generic zombies, but then because it's Wargames Atlantic, there's like a million heads, so you can make them German zombies, or you can make them World War II zombies, or Napoleonic zombies, or whatever. So Luke brought a box of them for his Old World army.
Oh yeah,
so,
but
and
like
because
cowboy
Luke, he's crazy.
Stuff,
He's used all the heads, yeah. So he's got like cowboy zombies in his vampire counts list and stuff like that. I think I'd go with the Warlord ones. I think I'd pay more money and get the nicer scopes. But we'll see. We will see. See, we will. What do you reckon, Dan? Would you do a full zombie army?
If it was fun, like if it was broken, I don't think
there's a fine line into it. You want it to be good enough to not lose and fun for both players, but not so good that you don't want to have your opponent just hate you.
Yeah, we've had a lot of years at club where everyone would try and bring the gamiest, cheesiest, wackest shit you could ever bring, and I think we've toned it down over the last couple of years, and we're
just aging out, aren't we?
Yeah, we're much more reasonable and pro to just playing for fun and having a laugh. And I think if it was too powerful, I think it would ruin it, and it'd very much run the risk of what my old witch army used to be for old fantasy, which is you play it once or twice, and everyone goes, "Oh, great, I'm not going to play that again," because it's just fucking mental.
It's the same issue Aaron had with his Lumineth in Age of Sigmar, where he's like, here's my bullshit tech list you can't kill, and my 30 archers that are going to shoot your army off in 2 turns, and you go, I don't want to play that. And it's like the cafe balloons we talked about last episode as well. They look amazing. I don't want to just remove my walls, I'm just not going to play you. It's like, okay then, well, good for you. You spent all this money on those balloons, and there's no one to... Plus, since club's now closed, and we're going to be playing down around Chateau de la Toph, I'm just not going to let you in my house. You'll walk up to the door and I look at the case. That case got zombies in it. Yeah. Do you wanna fuck off then?
I think
get the fuck out of my house.
If they were really strong, I think if you were to have like a unit of them, or maybe if you were to do like 1 or 2 and the reanimator, but not abuse it, then I think you'd get away with it. But it's like everything else. As long as you've got a gentleman's agreement to not be a dick about it, I think they'd be all right. Plus, I do like the Warlord models. I do like the range of all of the uniforms.
I do think it's actually quite funny that there's a fair few models now that are transferable between the Japanese range and the Axis range. So if you based them the same way, you could use models for both armies, because obviously zombies are zombie, right? So you can use that. As long as the base is the same, you can use it in your Axis army or your Japanese army. Same with the Hoyshrek. I forgot what the Japanese version is called, but it's the same walker.
Yeah.
The Japanese one's just got shoulder pads. Well, just leave the shoulder pads off. It's the same walker.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking at this thinking, well, actually, I could build these and use them in my Japanese army, but then if I wanted just for one day decide to chuck a few in my Axis army rather than my Japanese army, there you go. So interesting times.
Do you know who is getting new stuff when this update comes out next week? Is it everyone, or is it mainly Axis?
No, it's just Axis for now.
Because it's what they're releasing the models for. So, as far as we've not been told anything other than here's the book. And don't talk about it until a certain date.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the roadmap shows everything that's coming out. As I say, this releases Festung Europa, the zombie kit, the new Walker kit, and then the new spider character who looks cool as fuck. And then the next one, I think it's US and Japanese. I think in the next lot, but who knows what it'll actually be. Still so much up in the air, I guess, isn't it?
I know they've got a few plastic kits to bring out. They've got plastic Soviets and stuff to bring out at the end of the year, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm going to Google it. And the Warlord K47 roadmap. Now, this is podcast. Here we go. So, Q2 2026, they've got down as Ursus with Mauls, Ursus with Claws, Automated Infantry, and Commonwealth Hero. And these are supposed to be the plastic kits. Yeah. So, and then in Q3 is when the second Rift book comes out, which is the Invasion of America, and that Q3, that's when you've got plastic US Walker, a plastic British Walker, plastic Soviet Infantry, a plastic Molot, the Soviet Walker, plastic Empire Ghost Warriors. That should be exciting, and then more plastic United States Infantry, and then a plastic or metal United States Hero. So Q3 is going to be the big one. So around September time. Yeah. And I guess because it says you've got British stuff, Soviet stuff, Empire stuff, and United States stuff, I think they'll all end up being in the new America book. So interesting times.
Maybe. I think they could set a very nice precedent here at Warlord with if they just bring out all of these books as campaign books and have it with loads of fluff, loads of cool artwork, and loads of missions. Obviously, this one's got a few missions in, but I'd like there to be a lot more.
Yeah, there is only 3, which seems hollow for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you were to do a set of 10 theme missions and make them all wacky and wonderful, that'd be cool. And then keep updating all the PDFs for free all the time. I think you would sell a lot more campaign books that way, rather than if you were to say, well, actually, at the start of next year, what we're going to do is we're going to start bringing out army books and then have the campaign books be adding a couple of units every now and again, because you'd be less likely to buy the campaign book that doesn't directly affect your army. But if you're getting all those units for free anyway, you're much more likely to buy the campaign book for everything else that it would offer.
I think it's one of those things where, and Games Workshop does it so well, is you create the ecosystem where you can do all these activities while still doing 40k. Do you know what I mean? I love my 40k so much. I've been playing it. I've been building and painting. I'm going to go and play a computer game that also happens to be K47. I'm going to 40k. I'm going to go read a book that also happens to be 40k. Because the more you can give those like different things out, the more that you can keep your brain wired into it, and then you're more likely to go, I'm going to go spend more money doing it. And I guess I just want more ways to access K47 because I'm enjoying the universe and stuff. 100%. So that's why I say, books, the more books and stuff, the more it keeps you engaged, right? So exciting times. But
only so many times you can watch Iron Sky.
Luckily, there's a whole decade's worth of Command and Conquer games that you can keep playing, so that's okay. That keeps you going. But I think it's interesting. What I kind of want to say, what do you want to score the book or something? It kind of it doesn't feel right because it depends entirely on what you want to get out of your K47 experience. Again, if you just want to turn up, play some games, and you don't give a shit about the fluff, don't buy this book. Because you'll just get angry and you'll think, why have I brought this book for? Yeah. But if you're actually into the world and the fluff and you want to learn more about it, and you actually think, hey, there wasn't that much fluff in the rulebook, I'd love more, then definitely do buy this book.
Yeah, the scenarios will give you something different to what is in the rulebook. There's some batshit crazy deployment that goes on in some of them, so should be fun.
There's one mission where you get infinite zombies, may I add.
Yeah. Is that the one where the Axis deployment zone is basically next to the Allied table edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Allies have got to play envelopment and breakout.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's infinite zombies you got to get through. So enjoy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. These missions, it's just narrative missions, isn't it? Like if you want to be a dickhead, you can easily break it because you go, "Here's my full Firefly army. I jump over the zombies and then I win."
Yeah.
Like, but actually, it's the sort of mission where you talk to your parent and say, "Would you like to play this mission next Thursday?" "Yes." "Here is the list. I'll get some beers in and a pizza ready." And you go, "Cool, mate." And then you enjoy your evening. Don't be a knobhead. If you are a knobhead, don't buy this book. There you go.
What they could do with these campaign books moving forward is, I don't know how many people would recognize or remember this kind of reference, but they could really do it as Cities of Death, Planet Strike, Kill Team kind of stuff. Have those campaign books where we're doing this sort of theme for the campaign book, and we'll develop loads of missions for city fighting for around, when the Allies are attacking Dresden, or when the Japanese are landing in the west coast of America, trying to fight through Seattle and Washington, San Francisco, and California, and all that sort of stuff. That'd be really cool. And I think that would be a really good angle for them to go through.
And I've said this before, and they've never really done one for bolt action. They've dabbled a bit, but I'd love to see a proper campaign system as well. Do you know, like the old school ones they used to do for fantasy and stuff, where there's 5 of you on a map, and you build your supply, you build your castles, and you get your resources, and you play it over 6 or 7 weeks, and each week's a turn, that kind of thing. Yeah. I know they did a little bit with Combined Arms, which we did a bit of play testing for, which is exciting, but it just didn't quite hit that itch.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see one in Conflict 47, because the universe is so open and it's your own universe, you can do what you want with it. Even more, there's a random island appeared in the Atlantic. It's Atlantis reborn, and now we're all fighting over it. Woo! You can just do shit like that.
Yeah.
Or everyone needs to go and try and colonize the moon, because then my army would be wicked. And if you want to release that book and you would like to take pictures of my models to feature in that book, you know where I am. You have my email address. No pressure, just saying.
I mean, did you not notice your models in this book?
They're not in this book.
Yeah, they are.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm pulling it. Never mind.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I was just trying to like pull your chain on being in another publication and not being recognised for it. So.
Yeah, but it
didn't work. No.
Nah. You just confused me.
Yeah. I mean, it's as good as you falling for it. Actually, just confusing you.
Hey, my Space Axis dudes won Best Painted at the only tournament they've been to, and that's it. I'm going to retire now. They've got 100% Best Painted rate.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Any final thoughts on Festung Europa?
I just want to say, if you go to the very last page, Spurling.
Yeah.
The nice big Japanese spoiler for the next book with the rising sun, the Japanese text, and it's all going wrong. But if that's not a spoiler for the next book, I don't know what is.
Well, the signal intercepted off the coast of California, 3rd of July, 1947.
Yeah. But who knows what it could be? It could be Finland and Soviets.
Yeah.
I can hear the soundtrack to Shogun Total War when I read that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Conflict 47, yay. While we're doing Conflict 47, yay, we've managed to sell now 6 tickets to Hell March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a small little affair. It's not bit. I think I might have gone a bit too hard too fast. I think 2,000 points may have been a bit much, and also doing it as a full 2-day event may have been a bit much for a game this early in life. So we've not had a big buy of tickets, but there's enough people that it's going to go ahead, even if it's a small round robin and everyone plays each other once. But hey, we'll all get to play. It'll be great. It means
5 opponents, 5 different opponents.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all you want. That's all you want in a tournament. If you do still want to come down on the last weekend in March, please do. It'd be good to see you. And again, if it's a nice small tournament, like if there's like 10 people or less, I'll play it myself because at that point it will run itself.
Yeah.
So, yay! Excited. Come to Hell March. Yeah, man. I questions for you guys as well because you'll either be playing in it or helping me run it, I guess. I did also put a full painting requirement in there.
Yeah.
And I did also say no bolt action units.
Yeah.
Do you think that's too harsh? And should I relent?
Well, the bolt
In
action
the
units
interest
one-
of trying to get more people involved, or do I stick to my guns and say fuck off now? We're doing it as intended.
Well, no one's ever come up and said, I'm not doing it because there's no bolt action units. Because actually 90% of the bolt action units are available.
This was my
Anyway.
thought, but I would hate the idea of someone who wants to come, but then it's 2,000 points and they've only brought the starter box and they're struggling and they, it'd be really easy to say, yeah, sure, bring your Pershing or whatever thing you can't normally take, and then it'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that really going to break the game?
I think you'd have to relent on. I think you should relent on one,
Okay.
and that is just whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
If you either want a fully painted event, but bring whatever the fuck you want, no one cares.
Yeah.
As long as you've got models on the table and they're painted and it looks good, who cares?
Yeah.
Or you say this is a Konflikt 47 event, but the game is still relatively new. We understand that people may not have had enough time to paint all their forces. Like my force, it's all base coated, but it's not painted. But it is all K47 models.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, well, I could use it at a K47 event. It's just not painted. So it's which of those sides of the argument you come down on, really. But I mean, that's just personal preference. I would prefer an all K47 event without a painting requirement compared to one that allows bolt action models.
Yeah, it'd be easy for you, definitely.
Well, not just for me, but for I wouldn't want to go to an old world event and they say, well, actually, you can use units from some other game system and count it. Yeah, or like Sigmar, I say, oh, you can count that in here, and we'll give it some made up rules for it. You go, no, that's not. I'd rather paint a fully white sprayed Tomb King's army than some bullshit you've made up.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
If you got any thoughts, dear listener, chuck them in the comments in the doobly-doo. I'd be interested, even if you have no intention of coming. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Because again, we plan to run lots of Konflikt 47 events, and I guess this is kind of because it's the first one, it's testing the water in it. And actually, if we find out the overall preferences for one or the other, we can just go with go with that, I guess.
I think it's different as well when it's your first event. Like your first event should be try to attract as many people to it as you can, so that they can see what a Jugger event is like. And that's how we did so well with all our events in the past for Old World and Bolt Action stuff, is because we run really good events. Not because of the rules you put in place, but because it's well run and everyone's nice.
Yeah.
So I think you kind of, once you get them there, then you can add a little bit of ruling and a little bit of ruling.
I think we may have missed the boat on the date as well a bit, and it's just the way things go. But the fact that it's on the same weekend as roll call has not helped us, because I know at least a few people who would be definitely there if they weren't already at roll call. And I've had this conversation with them. Their priorities are proper fucked up. Why would you go to roll call when I'm running an event? Come on, I'm a delight. But
the winds are turning, aren't they, Toph? The winds are turning.
Yeah. Miguel Santos messaged me going like, I've binned off my K4, I've binned off my roll call ticket. I'm coming to yours, and I'm like, good man, my friend, doing the Lord's work. But the likes we've already got Greg coming, we've already got Alan coming, we've got Owen coming. So the old gang the core gang are there, even if it ends up just being
the core gang.
being six, between 6 and 8 of us just fucking about every weekend. Hey, that's still a good weekend.
Who's going to have the celebration
at
at Hickory's? That's the question.
Yeah. We've...
So if you're running out, because you've got engaged, you've had a birthday, you've had a vasectomy, What is next?
No, I didn't have the vasectomy. That wasn't me. I threw a colleague under the bus and said they had a vasectomy. And hey, don't call me on that. He got his free donut regardless.
Yeah.
All the work was done.
They will.
Yeah.
They will actually let you celebrate anything in there, won't they?
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
anything.
Well, the thing is, if you ask us, is anyone celebrating anything, and we know you're going to get something free out of it, damn right we're going to make something up.
I think we just have to keep now trying to push it. See how far
I think we need to do divorce. We need to do divorce party next time.
Yeah.
Someone's had a divorce. That's yeah.
Well. I'm not there, but they're yeah. That one's not as far fetched as you think, Toph, is it?
Don't say that I'm not there, because then the listener's going to think you're divorcing Gemma. And remember, her students listen to this.
No, no, I'm not at Hickory's. That's the only thing. I'm at the rugby.
Okay.
So
Okay.
somebody who will be at Hickory's.
I know, but I'm throwing you under the bus because it's fun.
Yeah, brilliant. But I won't get any. Well, I will get.
They don't know that though.
See, General will get shit, and then that will then pass on to me.
Okay.
Because shit falls down. You know, you piss up, shit falls down. Yeah.
Okay. That's a very, very bad recovery, but I applaud your effort, good sir.
Ah, well, you know, I was effectively rolling in glitter, wasn't I, at that point? So.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, for God's sake! Right, moving on. Anything else before we go on to Mr. Blobby's Hobby Lobby?
Oh no.
No.
Not from me.
Go on then. Has anyone got the list of what we pledged last week? Last episode?
Last episode? No. Are we supposed to write it down?
Pete.
Where's Pete? Pete?
Pete, where are you?
I'll message him, see if he can join.
Nah.
Oh, no.
I know what I pledged. I know what I pledged.
What did you pledge?
I pledged to build all of my British Commonwealth for Conflict 47.
Did you?
Yes. Well, you have seen it all.
No.
You.
Oh yeah, I mean, I played it all and got immediately demolished. I remember that. My butt still hurts after that night. You guys made me so sad that night.
Oh, we try our best. We try our best.
Oh, was that in the doubles game? The 2 on 1.
Yeah. Well, it was just 2 turns of me removing models. It was not.
Yeah, the bears went a little bit rampant in that game.
My dice just they weren't there that
Well,
day.
it was the bears.
They weren't there.
It was that gun of yours as well on that far side that just.
Oh yeah, if you want.
Vector projector or whatever it is.
Yeah. If you want any tips, guys, if you think going into buildings is bad in bolt action, definitely don't go into buildings in Conflict 47 because those rift weapons are no joke.
Well, not against Soviets because they do. How was it 3d6 or was it 4d6?
No, it's a d6 per hit and you have 4 shots. So when I rolled it against Toph, I had 3.
Yeah.
So it's 3d6. But when you're a rift weapon against a building, you get an extra 2d6.
Yeah,
that's it. You rolled 5d6.
A 5d6 hit.
And you need 10. You need 10 to bring the building down.
Yeah, when you roll a 30 or something, it's fucking horrible.
It was.
I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah.
So we're all good.
Behind the building, don't go near it.
All of what we've said before about using pen weapons against surging wolves. That's out the window. What you need to do is bait them into a building and then blow the bastard up.
Yeah, but how are you going to do that? What are you going to do? Go to your opponent and go, mate, I'll give you £10 if you get in that building.
Hey, if it wins me the game. If it wins me the game.
You just want to put a tasty unit in the building for him to charge.
Just start off. Yeah, but no, because then if he charges you, he then doesn't even need to consolidate into it.
Yeah, because you fight.
They
you fight
always
in the
do,
door.
though. That's the point. People
I guess
always
put an objective in the building. I think that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Or offer blowjobs in the car park.
Well.
Or both, you know.
Or both, yeah. If you just want a blowjob in a car park, like, why not?
Yeah.
Pledges down. What did you pledge to do?
I pledged to do more Skaven.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what I had done by this point, but I have finished a full unit of clan rats and a warp lightning cannon. So I've been.
Your warp lightning cannon looks really cool because you like took time on the gems and made them more sparkly. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I like the crystals in the end as well. But yeah, so I've got one of them done. So next, I don't know whether to move on to some K47 models and then just keep going back and forth between the two to get them finished one at a time.
You could do.
So I might do maybe a squad of guards in power arm or something like that as a test unit to flesh out the scheme.
Interesting.
I know that I pledged some high elf silver helms, except then we changed the list of what we was taking to the doubles event. So instead, I bought, built, and painted a Lothern Sky Cutter.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Which looks very pretty.
But
and that being said, I did get... So, again, I'm sorry, audio listeners, go and watch on YouTube, but I'm holding up to the camera now my silver helms, how far I did get. And I would say, actually, that for a lot of people, these would be done.
Ready. Yeah, it's game ready.
You know, so the only things that's missing is I need a final highlight on the bony bits, the white bits, and the silver bits. I mean, there is no tufts, so they're definitely not finished. But I have made progress on them. For saying they weren't even undercoated last episode. So I'm going to claim a mild victory.
I thought you did a couple for that event because you had a unit of.
I did one unit of 7 for Beachhead. This is my second unit of 7.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I just hate painting them. They're just awful to paint. So I hate painting cavalry, and I keep buying cavalry armies. So I swear to God,
you don't like cavalry?
If the birthday clubs brought me dragon princes to my house, on the one hand, thank you, that's very kind, I love you. On the other hand, I fucking hate you.
Right, I just need to go and process a refund. Just bear with me.
God's sake. So I don't know what I want to paint next month. It kind of depends on what the birthday club has got me, because when it's my birthday coming up on Tuesday, I might depend on what I get excited about.
Yeah.
What you should do is look if there's any way for you to get a plaster of Paris storm giant thing.
No, I'm not. No, because you'd spend ages and ages building it. You'd play it for one mission, which would be horrendously overpowered. So you'd never want to play it again. It goes in the garage. You'd never see it again.
Yeah, but then it's cost you like £3 in plaster of Paris.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, what you do is you just use it as a train piece. It would match up perfectly with the plasma ball that we've already got on the table.
I'm going to pledge another box full of WTC terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're contractually obliged to do it.
Because we are contractually obliged to do it.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think we're going to be doing another podcast episode before we actually meet up again to do some.
Right.
Because he's got to get it out of my garage if he wants to do it. I could actually instantly fail this for him.
Can we have an intervention, please? Because my good friend Matthew Sterling does not know how to leave his calendar open at all. He's quite easily one of the busiest men I've ever met in my life. Where it's like, Dan, do you want to go to the pub on Saturday? Yeah, all right. Easy, done. Maybe 1 1/4, for 25% time, he might be doing something. But on the whole, yeah, he's just about accessible. Spurlie, no. I don't think he can't even take a shit without having to check the calendar.
No, you're not wrong, actually.
Have you tried just saying no to people?
I do. Yeah, we have. They just don't accept it.
Not hard enough.
They don't accept it
in the calendar. He's got that one per week. No, I can't do that.
Yeah. Mate, you just need it's absolutely. This is the thing, and Spurlie, I'm going to throw you under the bus now because I was talking to Dan about this earlier. My birthday next week, so on Tuesday I was like, I was thinking this week, I've not actually planned anything for next week. I love doing something for my birthday. It would be all cool if we, maybe we go out for some food or something. So when I saw you at club, I was like, Spurlie, what are you doing this weekend? Oh no, I'm going down to Exmouth for the. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it this year.
No
point even trying to get everyone organised. I'm just giving up before I've even started, and I'm blaming you for that, Spurlie. So 100%. When I'm sat all by myself, alone, with a little tea cake with a candle in it, and how lonely I am, I'm going to be thinking of you.
Yeah.
because you're a dickhead and you need to clear your calendar
I
up.
love you too, Dave. I love you too.
Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah.
you. So, okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to pledge then. There we go. I don't know what I'm going to pledge because I don't know what I'm going to have to paint and I don't know when I'm going to have to paint it. But the intention is I would like to get this terrain done and Spurlie's stopping me. So
you can
there we go.
pledge. You can pledge part of your birthday present. I'm sure. I'm sure you can.
Okay, I will build whatever I get.
Unless
for my
we're getting
birthday.
you 70
There we
quid's
go.
worth of books, then I'm sure there'll be something for you to build and paint.
I will build my birthday present. There we go.
Yeah.
Exciting.
But you got to be a club to pick it up.
Oh, fuck off.
No, you.
I'll come in, poke my head in, and immediately walk out.
No, don't
Where's
worry.
my shit? Where's my shit?
I will get it to you. Don't you worry. I will get it to
thank you. Aren't you nice and lovely?
Yeah.
What
My
are you
pledge,
doing?
by the way, I need to pledge
what's
mine,
your pledge?
I'm gonna build all of my Star Wars terrain. Get that all built.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want me to dry brush that for you as well?
No, because you've taught me. King Contraster has taught me
How to dry brush things.
Well, it's one of those things where you look at it. If you've never done it before, you're looking at it and it's quite intimidating. And then when you then look at the absolute pile that we did in a day, you go, oh, actually, it's not that hard, is it?
Nah. It's just to be fair, painting overall isn't that hard. It's just finding the time and the dedication to actually sit there and do it.
Yeah.
The amount of times like we've done painting nights and stuff, and then people have gone, "Oh my god, Toph, how have you done so much?" Because I've sat here painting, and you've been sitting around looking at your phone ordering pizza. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's actually like just, when we're doing terrain, booking out this day, and then actually going, right, let's start at 9 o'clock and do it as a day, rather than going, best start, Anna. It's 2 o'clock already. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? That's the bit that, like, if you've got a model which takes 7 steps, if you do 1 step a day, you'll be done in a week.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how, I know obviously we all have busy lives and stuff, but everyone can do, right, let me just put 1 edge highlight on 1 Skaven per day. And progress is progress, right? You'll get there eventually. So, anyway, before we move on to wrapping the show up, I've just got a message from your wife, Spurlie.
Oh, you haven't yet?
She just messaged me and she just said he doesn't have other friends. They're my uni friends we are going to see. So it is you who needs to say no, because they're not your friends, are they?
Well, they are. It's like,
Full of shit, mate.
my son's godparents.
I was your friend, and clearly I'm not. Oh, whatever. There's a clear hierarchy of these things, and me and Dan are at the bottom.
Well, that's the way you prefer it.
Don't worry, Dan's used to being a bottom.
I was going to say, you both usually tell me you prefer to be underneath than on top, so...
Yeah. Right, I've got a joke for everyone today, because I've been holding on to a joke. So what I will do is I'll say it, and then it'll probably be shit, and if it is really shit, Dan, we can go with your...
Is it your sorry excuse for a life? Is that the joke you've been holding on to?
And that was every listener calling the police for murder. Because you fucking killed it.
We need to end this podcast because I need a wee.
No, we need your joke. Your joke.
So, right, quite slowly, you've already heard this one. So, I've read a news article today talking about, like, microplastics and how they've gotten everywhere in the world. Like, in every organism in the world is now full of microplastics. Like, yeah, we did it. We conquered, with microplastics. Anyway, like, the it doesn't matter whether you're old, young, male, female, rich and poor. They're even in billionaires now. Even in their, like semen. Can you imagine it? Like, microplastics in billionaire semen. It's awful, man. I mean, kids eat that shit.
Yeah, you can have that one. That was good.
Yeah. Nice spot. I saw a comedian on Reddit delivering that joke better than I could. And I was like,
yeah.
I'm stealing that for the pod.
What I might do is on the end of the video, I'll just put the actual footage from that on so people can find it funny.
Dude!
Savage. I'm savage tonight, ain't I?
I need to get some Calpol down for mid-burn. Do you know what I mean? Right, there we go. There we go. Do we need a damn one, or are we going to save that for next episode?
I mean, we've got an episode in a week, haven't we? So I don't mind saving one.
Yeah, we've got another one coming up.
Okay. In which case, thank you, everyone. This has been the Juggernaut Wargaming podcast. Have a lovely, lovely day, lovely evening, and I'm going to go and beat the shit out of Spurlie for being an awful friend. Good night, everybody.
See you in 20 minutes,
Good
Toph.
night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.